So we're here at Castlevale Youth Development Club. First of all, can you introduce yourself with your name and your role at the club?
Hi, my name's Mike Douglas. I'm the 2010 coach, and I'm also the vice chairman of Castlevale.
Fantastic. So yesterday it wasn't an ordinary day for a few of the Castlevale coaches. Can you tell us about what happened?
Yeah, what is, we've organised to do a cycle from Glasgow to Edinburgh to raise funds for Castlevale. As it's been lockdown, we find it difficult for funding.
Great. And how did the day unfold?
It started off quite well. Two coaches left Edinburgh at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, and we met them in Glasgow at 10 o'clock. Then coming back, we came back 10 o'clock. Another 3 hours met them through there. We came back to Glasgow, to Edinburgh, sorry. And it was a good long day, but it was fun.
And can you tell us a wee bit about the route and the journey and getting home?
Yeah, so we started off in Glasgow. Well, the first two coaches started in Edinburgh, went all the way through to Glasgow, and then we met them in Glasgow. We came back along the Canalway through Glasgow up to Falkirk, down to Broxburn, and then we ended up going through Raffle and then back at the Cairntop.
Fantastic. And a big crowd waiting for you on the finishing line?
Yeah, a few parents, kids, my wife, a few of the coaches' wives. So yeah, it was a good turnout. Yeah,
and all socially distanced, I'm sure?
It was, definitely.
Fantastic. And so in terms of the background to this, obviously, you know, I'm sure there was training that went on in terms of your fitness, but a lot of work behind the scenes as well to try and raise the funds. Can you tell us a bit about what went on?
The way it happened was all the coaches were in lockdown, and a couple of us got bikes, so we were doing just getting out the house, doing some exercises, just getting fit. And so I came up with the idea. I thought, well, we're doing bike rides down to Haggart and places like that to get fit, so I came up with the idea we should do one for the club. So we decided to do to Glasgow. So I was going to do it myself, but I thought I'll ask a couple of coaches to give us a wee hand, and 4 of them volunteered to give us a hand, so that's how we started.
Fantastic, and what an achievement. So in terms of Castlevale, they're a club certainly on the up in the south of Edinburgh. Can you tell us a wee bit about what's going on around the club just now?
Yeah, well, we started back in 2016. Basically, we didn't have any money. It was me and Brooks as chairman. And a few other guys decided to start a club up in the community. So we started with basically not a strip, not a venue, no money. So we ended up getting a venue at Castlevale, Cairntop, and we got some funding. We got some of the parents involved. We got some strips, and we just started from then onwards, and it's just got bigger and bigger. We started with 8 2010 kids and 10 2008 kids back in 2016, and from then onwards it's just got bigger and bigger, and we're up to 140 kids, and we've moved venues. So we've got Cairntop, plus we've got just took over the Jewel Park, so it's getting bigger and bigger.
Brilliant. And I'm delighted to hear that you've raised over £2,500 through the cycle. Where will that go? How will that help the club kick on?
That will help the club, because obviously with the lockdown we suspended fees, so there was no money coming into the club. Through the summer it's been fine, but in the winter we've obviously got fees for training for the venues, training for 3G parks up at the Jack Kane, Castleberry School, Portobello. These places aren't cheap, so we need to raise some money towards that. Like I said, we've just took over the Jewel Park. That needs a bit of work done to it, it needs painted, so some of the money's going to doing that up. And a few of the coaches need new badges because they've ran out and we couldn't get it done because of the lockdown, so we need to get first aid badges done, we need to get one-to-one badges done, so it's going back into the club and the kids' training facilities.
Fantastic. And if anybody is just finding out about it just now and they still want to make a donation in honour of the cycle, how can they do that?
Yeah, well, on our page there's a gift page on Castlevale Youth Community Club web page, so if you go into that there's a just gift page, and you can donate through that way.
Fantastic. And last of all, do you have any more messages?
Yeah, I do. I'd like to thank all the coaches that were involved. I'd like to thank their families and friends for their support. I'd also like to thank my own family and friends for their support. I'd like to support Roofworks for their sponsorship. They've donated a lot this season, and if it wasn't for them, every kid wouldn't have a new strip. So every kid got a new strip through Roofworks.
Fantastic.
So thanks very much.
Well, that's brilliant to hear. Well done to everybody involved, and we look forward to seeing how the club continues to grow.
Thanks very much.